The NFL regular season is finally here, and if you're like me, you're probably in a fantasy football pool or two, and that's no exception for the Toronto Blue Jays. They have their own league, and it's just as competitive as you'd imagine.
We were actually all came back to the clubhouse for it and got together, and yeah, it was intense.
When the Jays got back from their week on the road, players gathered at the Rogers Center ready for a battle on the field. It was time to find out who would get the first pick of the fantasy football draft. How was it decided?
Ground crew got to run bases, and whoever the fastest was got the pick.
And the fact that it went down to a tiebreaker, were you nervous for Varsho and Springer? I know you weren't in that, but still, how'd you feel? Were you jealous?
Jealous, yeah, jealous.
The tiebreaker run that you unfortunately lost to get the first overall pick in fantasy football. I'm sorry, tough subject.
Yeah, my guy said to take the over. I trusted my guy. It was way under.
That member of the crew who ran the bases helping Varsho go number one, Mateo Fernandez.
I just took off and just felt everybody like looking at me, screaming, yelling, and then I touched home plate and all the players just Varsho coming up to me, some coaches coming up to me and being like, oh wow, that was a fast time.
Round of applause for Mateo. Now to the actual draft and their teams. Spencer Horwitz and Joey Loperfido, they're co-GMs of a team.
So him being from just outside Philly and me being from Baltimore, we made a pact, no Ravens or Eagles players, unless it was like a must take.
The competition is high in the clubhouse, with bragging rights for years to come on the line. Who's the commissioner?
Varsho. He runs a good ship. Meza was last year. Controversial, to say the least.
Who thinks they're going to be the champ?
I've been in the playoffs the past couple of years with my buddies from home, that league, but I haven't taken the last step to win a championship. So, looking to do that this year.
Catch me in the playoffs.
The stakes are high because if you don't remember, this is what happens if you get last place.
And there's Tim. 4-10 Mesa.
Yeah, that's last year's commissioner, Tim Meza, who got last place and during spring training had to be the bat boy at the game, and his jersey number was his brutal record in their fantasy league. Can we expect a similar fate of the loser this season?
It'll be something like that. That's the fallback option. We have some more options on the table that we're trying to see if we can get those passed.
And let me tell you, the trash talking has already started.
Kyle Pitts hurt his hamstring, and Manoah does not have a tight end, so the group inside's giving him a lot of grief about that one, I'll say that.
And if you don't already know this, a number of the Jays roster, they're not only good at baseball, they're pretty good at football, including Dalton Varsho. I asked him this. If you could tackle one of your teammates and let them know what's up, who would it be?
George.
George. And then he says,
I'd stand over him.
Oh! Listen. He likes to think he could tackle me because he's short. So what he would do is he would just go for my knees, but what he doesn't realize is I would just hurdle him because he's down there. So I would just hurdle him and smile and wave as I go by him. I'm gonna go let him know that I said that I would hurdle him.
Let's get ready to rumble!
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.